Well, good morning folks, and it is day 5 of the World Hang Gliding Championships. Today's t-shirt is from Green Dragons, and it's a subsidiary of Green Dragons called the Thermal Chasers, where they actually organise hang gliding and paragliding trips away. So if you're interested in having an organised trip to say somewhere like here, then get in touch with Green Dragons. And I'm also shouting out to my old mate Crystal Wolf. Crystal is a hang glider pilot who lives in America, and got a bit of Crystal's merch on. If you are interested in having bespoke laser cut wood, she does coasters, jewellery, basically anything that you want lasering on wood, Crystal can do it. If you go to timber-wolf.com and check out Crystal's work, then again, I'm happy to promote anybody that's happy to promote basically hang gliding or light aviation, because at the end of the day we've all got to stick together. So I'm going to show you a few interviews with lady pilots, and I've also got a cracking video on actually rigging one of the FlexiWing hang gliders today. So one of the Australian pilots has very kindly let me sit in while he's rigged his hang glider, and I think you'll enjoy that. Anyway, hopefully everybody gets off. I'll do a quick task briefing and then we'll see you in the landing field, because it's getting very exciting. I'm not pestering the pilots at the moment because Britain are up to number 3, and silly mistakes are being made, and we're jumping on those mistakes, and the team is doing really well. So at the moment I'm leaving the pilots to themselves. Anyway, I'm waffling like a twat. I'll catch you shortly. So this is one of the Australian team, just rigging his FlexiWing glider. So you'll notice that they normally start like so. So they've got to come in a bag, and then what happens is they fold the wing out, and here is now tension in the cross tube. So he's pulling this, you can see this, the cross tube here, and he's just pulled that a little bit tight. He's not pulling it completely tight at the moment because he wants to put the battens in. So just here is what he's got now. These are the battens. So we've got a mixture of aluminium and some carbon fibre battens, and you notice that they've got a little bit of, they've got reflex in them. That's to aid pitch stability for a flying wing. Obviously I haven't mentioned the football 3-1, but I think I got away with that. He didn't notice it. So basically these have a over centre clip on them. So if you push there like so, they insert it, and then that then clicks like so. And that's nice. So Rowan's just going to insert all these buttons. So these here, you've got 2 of these. This is called a sprog, and that's connected all the way up here to the cross tube, and then we've got another sprog out here. And also there are some not just the battens going into the top of the wing there, but we've also got straight battens, and the straight battens actually go actually happening. So those undersurface battens, they go underneath here to keep the hang on, do me bit. Yeah, mate, that blew through. Thank you. It might be different countries, but we're all brothers, so we always look after each other. So Rowan's just put the main ribs in at the moment, and then I'll come back in a minute so we see him just set that bit up. Right, so there we go. Rowan's putting the tension on now. So you can see that this cross tube is moving back, and he's now engaging it there. So if you remember in a previous video, I said that the pilots have that little rope that we can see there. So the Rowan's actually able to control this backwards and forwards. You can actually increase the tension on it. So now we're now doing the tip, and so Rowan's putting the so this is where we get that lovely curved finish on the wing.
Very badly, I might add.
I just should say that this is a Moyes RX Pro. What size is it, mate?
3.5.
It's a 3.5. So there we go, look. So we've got that in there, look. So that engages like there. Just look, a lot of people struggle with this. Look where Rowan's had his hands, made it look easy. It's not faffed about. Put the rod through the sail. That's years of experience. You're an instructor, Rowan, aren't you?
Just some coaching more than instructing.
Oh, coaching, yeah.
A little bit of instruction, help out some instructors from time to time, but
so this is called.
Yeah,
that's all right. I've gone past that now, mate. We're all brothers as far as I'm concerned. Right, so there's the batten gone in. That's the spot we're talking about. That's now engaged in its little bit in the sail, and then there's a zip there to close it up. And he's happy with that. Rowan's just then putting the last few buttons in. The sprog in, and the batten goes in. Beautiful, look at that. There you go. And then all Rowan's going to do is he's going to close these zips up for the sprogs, which obviously he's got a factory setting. Beautiful, and that's how we're going. Let me just show you out of interest in here.
Can we be back a bit, Artie?
yeah, mate. You want to grab the...
I'll grab here, you guys don't need it?
What's that?
I was just going to grab a side wire.
Sorry, mate.
Thank you.
So just as I was talking about this cross tube here, so that's that really big cross tube, and then there's a pulley system here which runs all the way down to the speed bar here, and then the pilot can control that cross tube backwards and forwards. So this is Rowan just inserting the very final buttons. We call these the undersurface buttons, and you'll notice that these are all straight. And these little bits here, you can see are bits of carbon fibre, and they are put in close to the trailing edge. So when these guys are flying at 100, what speed do you cruise at, Rowan? What's your top flat out speed?
Oh, flat out. I don't like to go much up for 100, but
100, so it's about
I'm
100.
trying to cruise somewhere 60,
So
70.
yeah, so when they're doing at the 100k, they don't the sail flapping. So the idea of these little carbon fibre sheets is they just slide in there just to give that trailing edge a bit more rigidity, like so. Oh, that's banging, mate. Cheers. Right, folks, this is the Flexi Wing task, and the thing you really want to know, it's 151k. These are the turn points, as we already know. Remember, I told you that we're turning, so today is where everybody's turning left, so everybody's thermaling to the left, unless it's dangerous. So let me just identify where we're taking off. Right, so we're looking at the red line, Flexi Wing pilots up to here, same time point as the rigid wings, and then they split. Massive long run with a turn point here, and then there is a turn point right down to where the virtually where they were landing last time. So I think we landed here. So they've got to come all the way down here, not this turn point, and then they're going all the way back up here, and then all the way back to this landing field here, which apparently is a gliding club, and I will show you that when we get there. The only other thing I need to show you, this is the class 5, 174 kilometers. There's the tasks with the turn points, and what you'll notice is they're on the same thing, they're also turning left, and then so blue is for the rigid wings, so they're up, and you can see where the flexes and that they split, and then the rigid wings are coming down here. They're on a different track, and then they're down to this, I think this is the power station, the other side of Bitola, and then they've got to haul themselves all the way back for a long glide back to the same, they're landing at the same airfield. So that is the task for today. There we go. Right folks, this is Sasha, she's just landed. So Sasha, what glide are you flying?
This is a Lightspeed RX, I like RX3.
Lightspeed RX3, okay. And how are you doing in the competition?
Well, I'm doing pretty well. I'm I'm first in the women's scoring.
Brilliant. So what you got to remember, ladies, is that actually the ladies fly the same task as the gentlemen do. So there's no difference. So it's the sort of thing that ladies can take up. And even light ladies like Sasha. Go on, Sasha. How much do you weigh? You told me earlier.
49 kilos.
49 kilos. Amazing. It's got some special diet, or I suppose you eat donuts every day and
Just being fit, yeah, sleeping well, and
cool. And so you were telling me earlier you learnt to fly in Russia.
Yeah, I was born in Moscow, so I learned to fly in Russia in flatlands in Moscow on the winch.
On the
with
winch.
the winch towing.
Right.
Yeah.
And are there many ladies flying hang gliders in Russia?
You know, traditionally there are some ladies, actually on average more than in the rest of the world,
Right.
but they are not coming out, so yeah. But,
And what's your favourite site in the world to fly?
oh, that's a difficult question. So many, maybe Asia.
Oh right, so so the next World Championships are in Asia, aren't they?
Yeah,
Cool. Listen mate, well done. Thank you for giving me that extra time.
thank you.
Love you.
No worries.
Thank you. So this is the famous Jamie Sheldon, or should I say infamous Jamie. Now Jamie is a world accomplished ladies hang glider pilot, and she's got one of her lower performance gliders here, which she is going to fly after the guys have left on their task. What are you expecting to do, Jamie? Just have a little float round?
I'm hoping to fly to goal. It's a bit of a stretch on a single surface, but I've done it before, so we'll see.
Are you going straight to goal, or are you going to fly the whole course?
I think I'll just
Oh,
go
why are you
straight
laughing?
to goal this time. I don't want to get in the way, you know.
Oh mate, I'm gonna, well, I'll tell you what, I'll film you coming in,
Okay.
and you're bound to make it. Thanks Jamie.
Shall see.
So this is a Wills Wings
It's a Wilswing Falcon.
Falcon. Which size?
Mexican made. 170.
170, and this is a Mexican made. Looks fantastic.
It's beautiful.
Have a good one, Jamie. So like we spoke earlier, literally you've got to believe me, ladies make great hang glider pilots, and the task is exactly the same for the ladies, so there's no reason why ladies can't take up hang gliding. One of my lady hero pilots, remember ladies, I was saying that the ladies fly the same courses as the men. They've got gliders they can fly. Karina's been a world champion. When did you learn to fly, Karina?
A while ago.
And how did you learn? On a hill? Winch? Aerotow?
on a
You
hill.
learn on a hill.
On a hill and on the winch, because I'm from the flatlands, so
Right.
I did a lot of winch towing in the
Cool. And you'll see that Karina is Seagulls. You can even get sponsored by Red Bull. Right, folks, another day, another shout out. So remember, it's right. Okay, folks. So that's the end of another day. When I got here, literally there were gliders landing everywhere, and I've managed to get a few videos. But I think you'd be more interested to know that we got 5 Brits all in goal, 4 of them in the top 20. One of them was second. This is Ladies' Day. shirt out here is for thermal chasers. If you want to go abroad on a hang gliding or paragliding trip with Green Dragons, check out my mate Crystal. Timber-wolf.com. Literally check Crystal out if you want any engraving for wood. She's a girl. And just remember, she's an Anglider pilot, so we're all looking after her own. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Last day tomorrow. Boy, is that going to get exciting, because apparently not a lot of the Brazilians have landed in the Goldfield today. So we could be chasing silver.